Today's the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. Amen, amen. Today's a new day, great day, grand day, and I'm so glad that y'all clicked on this video. Hey, hey. All right, this video here, I am going to be showing you guys what I eat in a day / me meal prepping, cooking this day. So it's just going to be a lot of cooking and showing y'all what I eat and all that good stuff. So if you like this type of content, make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Now let's get to the video. All right, let's start with breakfast. I'm going to be, for breakfast for the kids, I decided to make them some breakfast burritos. In the morning, especially when I know I'm going to be meal prepping and cooking a lot, I like to prep everything and the peppers and onions that I'm going to cook for the day. So I'm also slicing the bell peppers up too as well, because I'm going to be using those for some chicken tacos later. All right, now I put drizzled a little bit of olive oil or avocado oil, whatever oil you like. I put some turkey sausage. I use the mild one because the kids don't really like it spicy, but I normally, if I was making it for me, I'll definitely use the hot one. All right, I added some black pepper, some onion powder, and also some garlic powder. I do season my food to taste, so I'm not going to even try to tell you all the measurements. All right, now it's time to add your eggs. I added about 8 eggs in there, give or take. Sometimes, depending on how many eggs I have, I might add like a dozen, but I was running low on eggs, so I was like, well, 8 I have and 8 I will use. All right, now it's time to make those burritos. I sprinkled a little bit of cheese, and then I put a scoop in each of the tortillas. Now it's time to wrap the burrito. I don't know what was going on with my camera skills. Sorry I didn't really get it fully in the camera, but hopefully you guys know how to wrap a burrito. All right, and I just served it on the side. I had some dehydrated fruit and some oranges, so I just kind of, I always like to give the kids a little fruit or something when I make their breakfast. I had some extra left over, so I decided to make the rest of them up in burritos and put them in the refrigerator so they can eat them for breakfast tomorrow. Let's start with my breakfast. I'm actually having a bagel, and I put a little bit of margarine, and I'm also going to have some smoked salmon. I'm actually going to put all of this in the air fryer, and I put it in there. I set the temperature at like 400 degrees, and I put it in there for maybe about 5 minutes. All right, and now I also had some chia seed pudding that I already made. If you watch my last meal prep video, I show how I make it. So after it's been sitting overnight, I put a little bit of agave in there, and then I mix it up, and then I top it with my fruit of choice. I usually add some raspberries and some blackberries and some strawberries, and it's so delicious. Alright, now after everything came out of the air fryer, my bagel's nice and toasted. Oh, it smelled so good. It was super delicious and very filling. Alright, now it's time to make lunch / prep for lunch. I'm going to be making tuna wraps. I first start out by putting my eggs in the Instapot. I like the way my eggs come out with the Instapot. They always come out perfect, no yolk, none of that black stuff, gray stuff around the egg. Like, it's just perfect. I just love it. Anyway, so once my eggs are done, I only boiled 4 eggs, so I chop up my eggs and try to make them pretty small. I don't like them too small. I like my tuna to be really chunky, and I like the egg and all that good stuff. So you can chop up your egg how you like your tuna to be. Then I added about 4 cans of tuna, your choice. I like the tuna that I get from Costco's, but heck, any tuna that you have will work. All right, you add your mayonnaise, add your sweet pickle relish. I like sweet pickle relish. And then I added a little bit of um, onion powder, and of course I added my black pepper, and then I just mixed it up. As you guys know, I season my food to taste. I never measure my food. I just mix it until like the consistency I like. I like a lot of mayonnaise in my tuna, and I love a lot of sweet relish. So you may use dill relish, whatever your family likes, but this is what we like. All right, once your tuna is done, then it's just time to wrap them up. I wrap them up kind of like burritos, and I just put them in individual bags. I like to make quite a few of these because these are really great for the kids to grab themselves when they want to make lunch. Say I'm kind of busy and I can't go downstairs, or they're just hungry, they want to just grab their own little lunch, whatever. They're just really quick and easy lunches to make. All right, once you're done, I had these containers I bought them from the Dollar Tree. They're supposed to be for soda cans, but I don't use them for soda cans. I use them for everything else but soda because we don't really drink soda. But I digress. So now I'm just putting each, 1 can for the tuna and the one for the breakfast burritos. And I do end up labeling them. And so the kids can know which one are which. Well, since the kids had tuna wraps, I had vegetable soup. I had some homemade vegetable soup already in the refrigerator. I will do a detailed video about this later, but I had to let y'all know it was so good. All right, now it's time for me to meal prep my chicken. I'm using seasons a little bit different this time. If you guys been watching me for a while, I usually use the Lori's chicken poultry seasoning, but I decided to switch it up. I love it, but I decided to switch it up. I'm actually using Uncle Chris seasoning, and I'm mixing it with I think it's Monterey chicken seasoning, what's called, but it is so delicious. So and I just mix it up. Whatever chicken seasoning works for you guys, you can do that. Then I drizzle a little bit of avocado oil, and I mix up all the seasoning in there. And I have my oven already set to about 350 degrees right now. So I think, no, it's like 375. I'm sorry, y'all. I set it at 375, 350, 375, depending on how your oven works. And I put it in the oven, and I probably cook it for a good 35 minutes, 35 to 40 minutes, depending on how your oven cooks. All right, everything came out really good. And so in a separate pan, I put all the chicken in there, and I put some foil paper on top. And then once it cools down, I will put it in the refrigerator, and the kids will eat this throughout the week. And I usually serve it with some mashed potatoes. I'll make some rice, or I'll put some salad, broccoli, some green beans, something like that. I always try to do a starch and definitely a vegetable, something that's going to fill them up. And yeah, that's pretty much what I do with the chicken. Now it's time for me to make my chicken taco meat. I first start by putting the bell peppers that I sliced up earlier at the bottom of my Instapot. Then I cooked about 4 chicken breasts. I put about 2 cans of the Rotel. I used the mild one. And then I put some taco seasoning. As you guys know, I season my food to taste, so therefore you do what works for you, boo. I put some garlic powder, some black pepper, and just a little. Oh, and I also used some vegetable broth. You can use chicken broth, but that's what I had. And then I cooked it on the meat section for about 10 minutes. All right, once it's done, then I shredded it with two, was it thongs, prongs, or whatever you want to call them. I use those. I find it better than using a knife or a fork. And it turned out really delicious. And I use this for burritos, tacos, nachos, whatever calls for taco meat. And then whatever we don't use, I'll put the rest in freezer bags and just put it in the freezer, and we can always eat it later. Right now I am cleaning up my kitchen after all that cooking and that I did for today. I did not show what we ate for dinner, and what I had for dinner was spaghetti. If you guys watched my last meal prepping video, I show how I made my spaghetti. So that's what we had. I just warmed that up with some breadsticks and a salad. There was really that much to really show you guys. And that was really delicious. If you guys want to see more of what we eat, how I meal prep, what I cook, how I do this type of stuff, make sure you guys are stay tuned to this video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate all the love and support you guys show this channel. I'll catch you guys later, and as always, guys, God bless. Mwah.